The following is taken from a news article on Essex Live, by John Austin and Mel King, on the 18th of April 2021. Essex Boys Murder. Detectives believe Essex Boys Murders were ordered in revenge for missing heist money. Now, if you're interested in Essex-based crime stories, or true crime overall, please press the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. But please be aware, however, that some of the content of the videos may contain graphic or offensive images and language. I do find that generally makes people stay though, not leave. The Essex Boys Murders were ordered by a top-tier Brinks Mat villain in revenge for missing heist money, a team of former detectives believe. Drug dealers Pat Tate, 37, Tony Tucker, 38, and Craig Rolfe, 26, were found shot dead in a Range Rover on an isolated farm track in Rettendon, Essex, on the morning of December 7, 1995. All three of them were blasted by a shotgun from close range, lying blood-covered and slumped in the vehicle until they were discovered by two local farmers the next morning. 3 years later, Michael Steele and Jack Womes, now 77 and 58, were convicted of the murders on the evidence of supergrass Darren Nicholls, who claimed to be the getaway driver. But now the former murder detectives claim to have unearthed a significant line of inquiry into a row over the proceeds of an armed robbery that they say was never properly investigated, the Express reports. They believe this could have led to a serious miscarriage of justice. Former Met Police DCI Dave McKelvey, now boss of the private investigation firm Trademark I, is leading the review, which is focused on official statements made by criminal Billy Jasper but never made public. Jasper told police 4 months before Nicholls made his statements that he was actually the getaway driver and that Brinks Mat money launderer Patsy, Bolt Eyes Clark had ordered the hit. The Brinks Mat robbery occurred at the Heathrow International Trading Estate, London, on November 26, 1983. £26 million, which is the equivalent to over £100 million, worth of gold bullion, diamonds, and cash was stolen from a warehouse. Mr. McKelvey said, "They had the name of a major criminal, said to be behind the murders, the gunman, a credible motive and intelligence linking Tucker and money from the robbery. They also had the account of a man claiming to be the getaway driver, but chose to dismiss what he said because it did not fit with their theory about Womes and Steele." Nicholls told the Old Bailey the 3 victims were lured there by Womes and Steele on the pretense of a drug deal but were instead blasted to death. Womes, released on parole after 23 years in March, and Steele have always insisted they are innocent and the real killers escaped justice. Mr. McKelvey said Jasper's account was compelling, fitting with intelligence available to the original investigation team and known to the former detectives who spent years investigating serious crime in London and Essex. Patsy Clark, a former scrap dealer and nightclub owner, died aged 81 in November 2019. In 1992 he was jailed for 6 years for laundering more than £4.2 million of the proceeds of the infamous £26 million gold bullion robbery of the Brinks Mat warehouse at Heathrow Airport in 1983. Jasper gave Essex Police his name and a motive early on in the investigation, but Trademark I says Clark was never even interviewed. And Jasper gave defense evidence at Womes and Steele's trial that he was the real getaway driver for a different gunman, who is still alive and was never interviewed. He referred in court to the alleged assassin as Mr. D. Jasper said he had been paid £5,000 to drive Mr. D to the scene on the night the 3 were killed. Jasper asked to speak to detectives on the case and said he wanted protection as he feared he would be killed for knowing too much. Since this article was printed, it has been accepted that Clark was not the person who ordered the hit, but was tasked to do it by other person or persons within the criminal underworld. All is to be revealed soon in a 6-part documentary on Sky, produced by the investigation team mentioned here. It claims to have never before seen evidence which will reinforce Jasper's claims. If you like this video, and enjoy Essex crime stories, please press the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.